Welcome back to the Deep Dive, and let me tell you, today we are diving deep.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about the Sean Diddy Combs case,
Definitely.
and whoa, we got stacks of articles, court documents, even some leaked audio. I mean,
It's a lot.
it's a lot. So
Yeah.
buckle up, everybody, because this is going to be a wild ride.
Absolutely.
It's more than just a celebrity scandal, right?
Right.
These accusations are serious.
Yeah.
We're talking sex trafficking, abuse, coercion, even like whispers of witness intimidation.
Right.
This is not,
Oh, no.
this is the big leagues. This isn't just like a PR nightmare for him. This is
this is his life.
life-altering stuff.
Yeah.
And even just the indictment itself, it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's intense.
Diddy allegedly was transporting women
Yeah.
across state lines for these things called freak-offs.
Mm.
And like, I don't even know, and it doesn't really say in the indictment what goes on at these things. What are we talking about here?
Yeah. I mean, they don't go into a ton of detail, but what they
Yeah.
do say, it's not good. It's
Okay.
really not good.
Oh.
They're talking thousands of bottles of baby oil found in a raid, and that's just the beginning.
Oh, wow.
Allegations of physical abuse, threats to keep the women quiet, Diddy controlling all their money. It's dark.
It's very dark.
It really makes you wonder about this guy.
Yeah. And then there's this leaked phone call from prison.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, Diddy is on tape saying, like, they want me dead.
I mean, come on.
Chills, right?
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Is he just paranoid, or is there something more to it?
I don't know. It's definitely sus, as the kids say these days.
Yeah.
But let's not forget where he is, right? We're talking about MDC, Brooklyn.
Right.
That place is
Notorious.
exactly violent. The conditions are just awful. I mean, judges hate sending people there, and they send people to prison for a living.
Yeah,
That's saying something.
it is.
And you drop someone like Diddy in there with his past, the things he knows, he's a target.
Yeah, for sure.
Big time.
And you know what really gets me?
What's that?
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight, okay.
Yeah. Former head of Death Row Records, he actually warned Diddy, said his life was in danger in there.
Whoa. Hold on. Suge Knight, like, warned him. Like, what did he say?
He basically said he knows the secrets, straight up.
Okay, now that gives me chills. What secrets? What could he possibly know?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? What does Diddy know that would make him a target in prison? And this is where it gets really interesting. Because what if this is bigger than Diddy?
Okay.
What if this goes way deeper?
Okay, I'm listening.
Think about it. This isn't the first time we've heard these whispers about Hollywood's underbelly, right? Remember those jokes Cat Williams used to tell
Yeah.
about those Hollywood parties?
Yeah, he was saying some pretty wild stuff.
Right. And everyone just laughed it off. But what if he was onto something? What if he was just telling the truth wrapped up in a joke?
So you're saying this isn't a Diddy problem. This is a Hollywood problem.
What if it is? What if these kinds of power dynamics are way more common than we think?
That's a scary thought.
It is a scary thought. We're talking about a world where money and power can silence almost anything and anyone.
And it makes this whole thing so much more shocking, you know?
Ah,
Because this is Diddy.
right. Mr. I'm coming to America.
He's got this whole image. Successful businessman, loving father, global jet setter.
Yeah.
How do you square that with, like, any of this?
That's just it, isn't it? It's a massive disconnect, the persona versus the reality.
Mm.
It makes you think about the pressure of keeping up that facade, the potential for dark secrets, you know? What's he hiding?
Right. And, you know, there are even reports that he's under watch for his mental health in prison.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A source said officials are worried about him.
And with good reason.
I mean, you add that leaked phone call on top of it. They want me dead.
No.
That doesn't sound like a man who's doing well,
No, not at all.
especially with the charges against him.
Mm.
We're talking potential life sentences here.
Oh, absolutely. Multiple life sentences, even.
And then you throw in the environment he's in.
Brutal.
It's a recipe for a breakdown.
It really is.
And it's not just about, like, staying quiet.
Mm.
You know, this is legal stuff we're talking about.
Mm.
What are the experts saying about his chances in court?
Not good. I mean, they're saying the prosecution's case is pretty solid.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They've got those witness testimonies, and apparently they seized terabytes of data from Diddy's house.
Like terabytes.
Terabytes. I can't even organize my phone, you know?
I know, right.
So you can imagine what's on those hard drives.
Oh,
They
yeah?
haven't released all the details, but the rumor is hours of video footage.
Oh, wow.
And if that's true, and it lines up with what the witnesses are saying,
Oof. It's not looking good.
not good at all.
And you said witness testimonies.
Yeah.
That's got to be a big deal.
Huge. You've got multiple women coming forward, accusing him, I mean, everything. Coercion, abuse, even drugging them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pattern. And if their stories check out, I don't know how his lawyers are going to fight that.
So what are they doing? How are they even approaching this?
Well, first, they tried to bail him out, offered a crazy amount of money.
How much are we talking here?
$50 million.
$50 million.
Cash.
And the judge still said no.
Denied?
Why? I mean, that's insane.
Flight risk. Basically, they thought, this guy, he's got private jets on standby. He'll be on a beach somewhere before we can even start the trial. Plus, those charges are no joke.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking life in prison.
Exactly. They're not taking any chances.
So what now? What are his options? Any plea deals on the table?
That's the big question, right? Because on the one hand, you're looking at a potential life sentence if he goes to trial and loses.
Right.
Some experts are saying he should think about cooperating.
Cooperating, you mean?
Giving them information, maybe tell them about other people involved.
Okay.
Could get him a lighter sentence, maybe.
That's a gamble, though.
Huge gamble. Because if he talks, he's a liability.
Right. Those secrets he knows.
Exactly. But if he stays quiet and they've got all that evidence...
Man, what a mess.
No win in there. And it's not even just the legal stuff, right? There's the court of public opinion.
Oh, yeah. That's a whole other thing.
Because this case, it sparked a huge debate.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Is this justice? Or is Diddy being made an example of?
It's a good question.
Because these cases, they always become about so much more.
Yeah, and the court of public opinion, that's a tough one.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Even if he somehow, beats these charges.
Right. Even if he walks.
It makes you wonder, what does this mean for his legacy? How are we going to remember Diddy?
That is the question, isn't it? I mean, will it be the music, the businesses?
Right.
Or will this be it? Will this be the thing people remember him for?
It's wild. So much to unpack here. And honestly, this deep dive, it's been a lot.
Oh, for sure.
But you've really laid it all out for us. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I think at the end of the day, this case, it forces us to look at some hard truths.
Yeah.
About power, about fame, about how we build these people up.
And tear them down.
Exactly. And, the human cost. We can't forget about the human cost in all of this.
Yeah. That's what gets lost in the headlines sometimes.
It really does.
Well said. And, it's a good reminder for all of us that things aren't always what they seem, especially in that world,
The world of celebrity? Oh, absolutely.
The money, the fame, the glamour.
The masks people wear?
Yeah, sometimes the mask slips, and what's underneath, well, let's just say it's not always pretty.
No, not always pretty at all.
The story, it's far from over, though.
Yeah.
We'll definitely keep our eyes on it.
Definitely.
But for everyone listening, we want to hear from you. Hit us up on our socials. What do you think about all of this? Let's keep this conversation going. Thanks for diving deep with us today, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one.